Good morning, everyone. It's Kristin at Leftover Cake Chat. How are you? It's Sunday morning. Cheers. I'm drinking my Rev Clean Energy drink. No champagne and no cake today. It's June. It's bathing suit weather. So easing back into that summer routine, which I'm sure all of you brides can relate to. So I hope you had a good holiday week last week. Thanks for tuning in today. We're going to talk about 3 places that you can actually get a gently recycled, I guess I'd say upcycled wedding gown. A lot of times we have people ask us about wedding dresses being covered in the budget. And it is not covered in our budget because we have had brides that range from a $150 wedding dress to almost $100,000 wedding dress, which is quite the extreme and fluctuation. So we do not get involved in the wedding dress process. We do not go with you to have your fittings. We do not go with you to select a dress, and we did not include it in your budget. That is the responsibility of your bridal party and your family. If you want suggestions on where to go and who to work with, we certainly can help you with that. We have a lot of dress makers and shops, and you can even have your dress designed online now. We can certainly direct you to. But we also now are learning about these recycled and upcycled locations where, as you can imagine, this dress is worn only once. So after it's cleaned, you can scoop it up and probably for a lot less money have a dress very close to or the dress of your dreams. So one of my favorite places is Tradesy, Tradesy. It used to be just my favorite place for shoes. I'm a big Christian Louboutin fan, and I'm not paying thousands of dollars for shoes, but I will, on occasion, if it's a special occasion, look there for shoes that perhaps someone else purchased and no longer wants, and you can find them there. And now they actually carry wedding attire, accessories, and of course, wedding shoes. So I love Tradesy. I also love Rent the Runway. Tongue twister. They have not just wedding dresses, but all special occasion dresses. So you can, good morning, Andy from San Diego. You can also rent dresses from there where you rent them and return them. Thus, Rent the Runway. And that is a place where you can find a lot of cocktail dresses for the night before, for bridal showers, for brunches, and there are occasionally some really cool wedding dresses on there. If you're looking for something not super fancy, you can find it on there. And then I discovered this new site this week called Still White. Exactly that, Still White. And there are thousands and thousands of wedding dresses on this site that people have only worn once. Of course, alterations have been made, so you're going to probably have to have them custom altered to you as well. But you can find brand names and thousands of dresses that you can actually, oh, let's just hold on. Abcode needs some little attention at the moment because he's naughty. He apparently doesn't want to be on Cake Chat this morning. He wants to go outside and bark. So we'll let him do that. Anyway, so those are my 3 suggestions. Still White, you're probably going to find the most selection. Rent the Runway and Tradesy. And I'm sure there are others out there, and I'm sure you have in your cities or nearby your cities, you have boutiques that might take in wedding gowns as well. So if it's not something that is super important to you, then you honestly can look here to save a lot of money. Again, you wear it once for a few hours. So That's what I'm saying about wedding dresses today. And shoes, because keep in mind, shoes, accessories, I've seen veils on there. I've seen hair accessories on there, jewelry, everything you probably would be spending a lot of money on, you can find for at least half the price. So have a look around and have a look at that. And if it's not your thing, then you can buy the new wedding dress. Just remember, we don't include it in your wedding budget. Okay, so what else? Today I wanted to talk to you about my product spotlight, which is Susabella's plates. Let me shut the door. Now he can bark by himself. It's just one of those days. So Susabella cake plates are these sweet little plates on Etsy where you can actually have your wedding invitation made or imprinted. I'm guessing, I'm not quite sure how she's doing it, but engraved, embossed onto a cake plate. And they are so cute. I found them while looking on Etsy for other things this week, and I am now slightly obsessed with them. Her work is beautiful. So it's called Susabella's. And you can go on, and again, it's a wedding cake plate that is turned into, or your invitation that is turned into a wedding cake plate. And I imagine you can do anything. So it doesn't have to just be your wedding invitation. It could be anything that you want. But the ones that I saw and fell in love with were the mimic of an invitation. So check out Susabella's on Etsy. And then I want to talk about, yesterday I went paddleboarding for the first time in quite some time, which was so great. And I was over at Lovers Key State Park in Florida. And upon leaving, came upon a very distressed couple in the parking lot, which sometimes they always just seem to find me. But they had been hoping to get married at the park with their dog. And apparently, although you can have dogs in the park, you cannot have dogs on the beach. So they were a little stressed out, and I felt bad for them, so gave them a little bit of direction. And there is some confusion in the Lovers Key State Park area. So again, you can get married there. They have multiple places in the park you can get married, but you cannot bring a dog unless it's a service dog onto the beach. There is a dog park very close by, probably within the stone's throw of the park, that a dog beach that you can actually have dogs on the beach, and you can exchange vows on that beach. Just know that there are a lot of other dogs roaming around there. And if you're a dog lover, that's probably not going to bother you. This was just a couple and a dog and a friend that was going to marry them. So I think it all worked out for them. I hope it did. Anyway, just know that always do your research. You know, that's obviously what we do for our clients and direct everyone as we do for the last 25 years at Swivel Group Events and the Bridal Retreat, is to help people not have to deal with things like this on their wedding day. So as coordinators, you know, we do the research for you. I'm sure someone Googled Lovers Key State Park weddings and dogs and meshed it all together and thought that it could happen. But there are a lot of fine details that people don't read about or think about, and honestly don't want to think about on their wedding day, which is why you have a coordinator to help you do those things. So we're always happy to help. I believe Erin is standing by behind the scenes today, answering any questions that come through here. If you are watching, you do need to accept StreamYard so that we can see your questions and see who you are. Otherwise, you are welcome to send them through our websites at swivelgroupevents.com or thebridalretreat.com. So that's what I've got for you today. I'm still literally in my pajamas. I did not brush my hair. It is a Sunday morning, and I'm about to clean the garage. So that's as glamorous as this planner's life is going to get today. And I thank you for joining me, Andy from San Diego, who I just got to do a wedding with a couple weeks ago. She does such beautiful flowers. And if you are thinking of a destination wedding, you should think of that area and reach out to Queen Bee Florals. And then coming soon, she's going to have a really cool off the grid option for you, but I'm not allowed to talk about that yet. Anyway, have a great Sunday. I will see you next week. I am going to be broadcasting somewhere special next Sunday, so stay tuned. Okay, talk soon, everyone. Have a great week. Bye. Cheers.